Hello and welcome to this installment of Broken Pieces. So today, as promised, we're going to talk about the bad day. And the reason I want to put this as a second video is because most people, when I go mentor them or they come to me with some kind of trauma or event in their life, they don't understand what actually occurred with their bad day when it happened. And I find that when you truly understand the bad day, it will give you direction, it empowers you, and it brings balance to your life. So what's my bad day? Well, as you can tell, I've been severely burned. I went to work on April 24th, 2003, about 22 years ago, and I was being asked to remove vinyl flooring in a brand new home. My employer had a method where you use a paint thinner, a contact thinner, and he had me using it well beyond what it was meant for. And that chemical, it ignited, it was the fumes that ignited, and it burnt extremely hot. At 1500 degrees Celsius, 2700 degrees Fahrenheit. It was more than twice the heat of the average house fire. And in less than 20 seconds, I received third and fourth degree burns to 90% of my body. The doctors gave me a 5% chance to live. That's my bad day. And it broke me. It left me as a shell of a man, and that is a generous statement. I don't even think I was a shell of a man, because it broke me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It left me with nothing. And I found that I had demons inside of me I didn't even know existed. And through it all, I found peace and acceptance. Which out of all the videos I'm going to make, I think that's going to probably be the most powerful, most profound statement I'm going to say. Through it all, I found peace and acceptance. The bad day, it's like an anchor. It holds you in the past when you fixate on it. And you will relive those events over and over again. You will live in that trauma. And I promise you, when you live in trauma, there is no healing to occur. There is only darkness and despair that you will find there. The bad day is like an anchor that holds you in the past. And if you live in the past, that anchor will pull you down. But you don't need to live in the past. So you need to learn how to pick up that anchor. And when you pick up that anchor, you get to move forward. You get to start to live again. But it's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of hard things that you need to go through as you learn to carry that anchor. And that is how we put together the broken pieces of our lives. That is why I can't make just one 5-minute video on how it is to heal. Because learning to carry that anchor takes time, and you're going to need to learn a lot about healing. But when you do carry that anchor, you will be able to move forward. And when you move forward, it may seem like it's really hard at first, but I can promise you, you already have the strength to move forward. And I can prove it. Have you ever had a bad day before? I'm going to bet that you've had so many bad days, you can't even remember them all. You see, you've already carried the weight of trauma more than once. And yes, that trauma may not be as severe as what you're going through now, but you already have carried that weight. You know you can do it. And the interesting thing is carrying the weight of trauma is a lot like going to the gym. At first, when you start lifting weights at the gym, it's going to be hard. But in a year, those weights that were really hard are going to start to feel really light. To the point where you don't even realize you're carrying that weight. And that is what it's like when you pick up that anchor and you want to move forward through your bad day. So, you need to pick up that anchor. And you need to move forward. But I promise you it's not going to be easy. There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. But through it all, when you do make that effort, there are 3 things that will happen. You will learn, you will grow, and you will become a better person. And that is the outcome of the bad day. When you're willing to stop living in trauma and start moving forward, it makes you a better person. Because you gained things. You grew. You learned. So, I really think it's important that you do reflect on what the bad day is. Because the bad day, when you truly want to get through it, it gives you direction. Because you get to pick up that anchor and move through the trauma. It also empowers you because you gain things, new skills, new tools. You become a stronger, more resilient person. And it will then provide balance in your life. To where you get to a point like I have, where you honestly can say, I found peace and acceptance with what happened. And it doesn't mean that my burns aren't with me. It just means that I learned to carry them in healthy ways. And I can honestly say I look in the mirror and I don't see a burn survivor. I see me. I go into public and I don't let people's stares or views bring me down. I just go live my life. And I smile. And I interact with people like I normally would. Because my bad day made me a better person. And I've used those skills and those tools to make other people better people. But there is one thing I do need to share with you as I close up this video. And that is, if you're having a bad day, have a bad day. I will never, ever steal your emotions from you. But I do caution you, don't get so comfortable in your bad day that becomes your happy place of where you want to live. The next video we're going to talk about will be the healing cycle, and then we're going to talk about why me. Until then, I hope you have a good day. And if you aren't, it's okay to have a bad day.